Hi there, and welcome once more to this impromptu live presentation of the KETRON SD9 with the AJAM Sonic package installed. First of all, before we go ahead, I would like to say thank you. I'd like to thank all of you who were able to join us yesterday and for all the tremendous feedback we've had, both verbally and written as well. And to those of you who've gone on Google, as we said, and given us a review, kudos to you as well. Your free packages are on the way to you as we speak. So one of the things we got from yesterday, people, especially now that it's a weekend, people are indoors, they just want to hear music, right? So today we're going to focus on 2 or 3 particular styles that people were asking for from yesterday's show. And the first one is going to be country, right? Now, we all know that KETRON is well known for upbeat music, but some country music is just lay back and, chill. Lay back and just chill and just listen, easy listening for the most part. So we're going to take one of those and attempt to do that on the SD9. When I say attempt, and I mean that in a light way because we actually have a style for this particular song. And I believe that once we start to perform it and start to play it, people will then know exactly what song we're referring to. That was made famous, I believe, by George Strait and many other country artists as well. So sit back and kick back and enjoy this one. And as usual, at the end of this, I'm going to show you what we did and how we got to this point, right? So here we go. I'm going to use a violin. I'm going to go into my voice section there. And if you notice here on my screen, I have the voice to A, B, C, D turned on, right? So when I switch the variation, my voices should switch automatically with me. So let me get my mouse out of here and move on down as we tackle this. So I want to have you guys have a visual of my screen. And beautiful. That is good. Here we go. So let's talk about what we were doing back there, right? So you can hear that was a very famous country tune that we did. And we were able to, again, mix the old with the new, right? The modern sounds with the older standard sounds. And we believe that this keyboard, especially, is very, very unique because it does that. It blends it in so easily. So let's talk about what we did there real quick, right? So let me do a switch right here. So pretty much, if you have, if you look at the screen right there, let's see if I can actually bring that up so you can see the screen. No, I don't want that view. Yes, so pretty much what we have here is we have that new country style called Cayenne country, right? And if you notice, if you look at the name of the style, okay, it has an R over there. So what does that R stand for? It's a riff, okay? So, you know, when we talk about MIDI files, when we talk about backing tracks or using styles, again, each of them have their weaknesses and each of them have their strength, right? So with KETRON, what we did was we were able to create a function called riff within a style. And that's allocated in Arranger D on the keyboard. So Arranger A, B, and C respond to your chord changes as you play. Arranger D goes off of a chord table which is built in within the style in combination with what chords you played, okay? So when you go to the riff, it allows you to free up your left hand and you can just play on the keyboard like I did towards the end of that tune right there, which is why you didn't see me doing much on the left, okay? So that's one thing right there that you should be aware of as well. The second thing also is the fact that the sounds, as you notice, I was blending back and forth again between our standard voices and the AJAM Sonic voices as well. Now, the voice to A, B, C, D allowed me to be able to switch variation without having to physically go in there and change the voices each time. That way my focus is on my performance and playing, right? So pretty much what I was able to do is I could go into the machine, go into the unit, and when I just switch between my variation, the lead voices, as you can see on the screen, will actually switch along with me too, okay? So I'm gonna also prepare a video that shows you how you can instantly integrate audio, additional audio into that particular rhythm, right? How about we get George Strait to actually sing this song and help us along, but with our feeling, with our variation. Oh, and by the way, when he does that, I can change the tempo and still keep the pitch, all right? That's coming down the road as well. But I'm gonna, show you how we do that step by step, starting with what we do in the computer to get the audio file out, get that into the keyboard, assign it so that you can actually play it live and trigger it instantly, either with the style mode or using the launch pad, okay? All right. Now in this next tune, we're gonna take an Afro Samba beat, modern Afro Samba with some Brazilian texture, and we're gonna modernize that and we're gonna play an Afro tune to that as well. So again, this is just to illustrate the power that you have on this wonderful tool. And that is how we mix the old, the new, and the current together. Afro pop, Afro samba, Afro beat, samba Afro, American Afro, Afro American, whatever you want to call it. Music is an international language. When it hits you, you feel no pain. Let's move on. Let's move on. Right? All right, let's come back to the United States, the good old US of A. And let's take a popular song that I believe everyone knows, and let's see how we can spice it up and make it even more popular, shall we? Follow me. Talk about live drums. You heard the way that drummer ended, all right? Let me do that again. So we're playing the soft note, playing the style, and then we go into the ending. Those drums. SD, super drum. And that's the power of the KETRON products, starting off with your SD9. Again, remember, SD9, SD60, which is the speaker version with 61 keys, and SD90, which is your module version. Very, very flexible for guitar players, accordion players who don't need the keys, who need just the engine of the machine, but don't need the actual keyboard or built-in speaker. So again, very many variants of the same product. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to call it a day for today. And just stick around and check this one out. All right, so in this jam, it's what's it called? Funky Soul. For those of you who have the A-Jam Sonic package, I believe it's in the, I shouldn't believe, I should be looking it up right here, right? It's in the rock section, unplugged, okay? This is a very nice style. And we're going to do a nice jam with this. The purpose of this particular demonstration is just to show you the power under the hood of this machine and what it can really do, right? So hop in and let's see what we can do together. Let me switch the screen here. If I mute, or not mute, turn down the volume of the drums, bring down the volume. Let's see, so you can see what I'm doing. Bring down the bass and have just the chords going, right? And we're going to just hear those chords with the live guitar, so you can appreciate it. And I also have my lower there, okay? That's been assigned to an organ. If I go into exit and I go to view, it shows me the entire band, what they're doing, and the different volumes of the various instruments. So on my left hand over here, I have power slow. This is the organ sound I'm playing on my left, okay? And if I go to arranger B, that voice changes to power fast with the Leslie, okay? In arranger C, I have power slow again. In arranger D, power fast. So pretty much I'm doing what I'm trying to simulate the Leslie effect as I go from A to D, right? So it's a slow, and goes fast, slow, and fast. Remember, all this is happening in real time as I change. So let's bring that down. I don't want to hear that right now. I want to hear my live guitar. I'm going to use a key start so that when I play a chord, the arranger kicks in right away like this. Let me show you the screen so you can see what I'm using. I love this live guitar right here. I can turn it up, turn it down. Remember, it's following my progression. If I play the chords, it follows me in real time, okay? That's a real live guitar player, all right? It's a real guitar player. So, into my groove. Flute voice and a couple of other nice voices going on here with some nice auto pan effect, okay? If I go in there, I'll show you how to do that later on, how you can get in and do the panning automatically. Bring in my drummer. This style, I have the live kit, the live drum kit, okay? Let's go to the screen so you can see exactly what I'm seeing right here, all right? Now, let's say I want to go in there and I want to, you know, mess around with the drummer. I'm going to click on Drum Mixer, and you can see all the independent parts of that drum kit, right? I can go and mute, all right? So I can go in there, for example, adjust, mute the different parts, you know, add effects to different drum parts. All this happening on the fly in real time, okay? Not many arranger boards can do this, okay? Be able to adjust as you are performing in real time just by coming into the view right here. Bass. those of you who have not done so far, subscribe to this channel. Click on the bottom. There's a little button over there called subscribe. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the video so you always get alerts when we are coming live. We're going to be coming live now more and more often and providing more music that you guys are actually requesting or asking of us to show the power of this machine and other KETRON products as well. So, ciao from KETRON USA.